So today the Catacombs boss Skotizo, I think Skotizo sounds best, so I'm going to call it Skotizo. It was released, so it's another addition to the Catacombs update that came out last week. And this is a very unique boss because you need certain things to be able to kill it. Well, actually you just need one thing, and that's you need a full Dark Totem. The Dark Totem is dropped in 3 separate pieces by different monsters in the Catacombs, and once you have all 3 pieces, you can connect the 3 to have a full Dark Totem. Once you have the Dark Totem, if you want to kill the boss, you basically just use it on the Dark Altar, and then you will be told that it is an instance area, so that if you die in here, you will lose pretty much everything that you have, so you have to be very careful. And then you press yes again, and then you are basically in the lair of Skotizo. So he is a level 321 boss, and I'm just gonna tell you guys now, if you are above like 110 combat, I'd say, you're not gonna have any trouble killing this boss. You really aren't. The first time I killed this boss, like legit the first time I went in, I think I was one of like the first 10 people to kill it because I instantly went in. I used like 4 food. It really wasn't that bad. And then the second time I went in, I didn't eat a single food, and I'm gonna show you guys the second kill I got, which was insanely fast. And just like, it was almost an AFK kill. It was pretty funny. But yeah, the boss itself looks great. The area looks amazing. The mechanics aren't really like anything special, but the one new thing that it has is it has sort of an Abyssal Sire like thing, and that is it has different altars around. Now, while the Abyssal Sire had its like, I forget what it's called, like the intestine things, I forget what they're called. This thing has altars, and basically you can see on screen right now in the left part of my screen, these like altar notification things pop up, and basically when one turns purple, it means that that altar is active. And when that altar is active, what it does is it decreases your defense by 5%. So if all 4 of the altars are up, your defense will be down 20%. And now I'm not sure if it decreases your attack bonus at all. I don't think it does, but I do know for a fact that it decreases your defense. So if all 4 of the altars are up, your defense is down by 20%, which is pretty significant, especially if your defense isn't that high. If you're like a pure, for example, I don't know why you'd be a pure in here, but maybe you are. Or your high defense isn't that high. The boss could potentially be pretty high on you, but if you're maxed, doesn't make that big of a difference. So you don't really have to worry about it too much if you're a high defense level. But the thing I did with the altars was I heard that it's best to just brute force your way through the first 2 altars. So if 2 altars are active, just keep attacking the boss, pray melee. It really doesn't matter, those 2 altars. But once 3 and even 4 are active, then you should maybe try to get them back down to 1 or 2 altars active and then go attack the boss again. Because again, it doesn't have a huge effect, but it just makes it a bit less tedious and just makes the kill faster in general. So a couple of noteworthy things about the boss. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, it's an instance area. So if you do happen to die in here, you will lose the items. You cannot get them back. But I killed this in pretty damn, I don't want to say welfare gear, but I had God D'hide on, I had a Serpentine helm on, Fire Cape, Dragon Boots, Fury, and the most important item in here is the Arc Light. They updated the Arc Light, and it is pretty much essential to have in here, mainly because it one-hits the altars. So when you're attacking the altars, it one-hits them. It's a one-hit kill, and it gets rid of them instantly. If you're using a blowpipe or a whip or any other weapon, it'll take multiple hits to kill it. So pretty much Arc Light is definitely necessary. They also buffed it in terms of the hits that it has, like the max hits, and it kills it pretty quickly, so definitely recommend it. The only other thing I'd recommend bringing potentially is another spec weapon. I brought a Crystal Halberd for spec because the Arc-Light spec didn't do too well. I noticed the first kill, so I brought a Crystal Halberd for the second kill, and it hit it pretty decently. So that's what I recommend bringing, potentially just a different spec weapon. Potentially is like my favorite word, so that's why I use it a lot. But yeah, Arc-Light is definitely a necessity for this. And then you could probably kill it with to be honest, you could probably just bring max gear here. You just have to be careful you don't die, but it doesn't hit too high. I wasn't getting hit like 60s or 70s or anything huge, and you always have time to eat is what I mean. So you can bring max gear here, but it's really not necessary. You can kill it pretty quickly just with welfare gear, so that's what I recommend. Secondly, it is a guaranteed hard clue scroll drop, which is I think the first time ever in RuneScape history that a boss drops a guaranteed clue scroll. I can't say that for RS3. I'm not sure if they came out with a boss that does that, but from what I remember, it's the first time ever that it's happened, and it's a guaranteed hard clue every kill with potentially a chance, there it is, a chance for a elite clue as well. So you can actually get a hard and an elite clue in the same drop, which is pretty cool. It also is a guaranteed ancient shard drop, and which you can charge your Arc Light with. And then there's also a chance that you can get totem pieces. There's actually a chance that you can get a full totem. So after you kill the boss, you can just go straight back in after doing the hard clue you got the kill before, and then just boom, you're doing the boss again. But again, you need the totem piece to get into this boss, so you can't really just farm it. You have to get the pieces first, or the totems, to get back in. So yeah, the boss itself, pretty easy. Like you guys have seen me killing in the background. It really isn't too bad, especially for someone who's maxed. And let me know if you guys are a lower level, what it's like as a lower level, but I don't think you should be having too many problems with it. And in this kill right here that you guys are watching, I just stood there and attacked it. The altars thing like never even popped up for me. I'm not sure if it's because I killed it so quickly, but I just spec'd it with my crystal halberd and it kept hitting really well with my arc light, and I just stood there and killed it in like a minute. It was like the easiest kill ever. So you'll be getting kills like that maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so the drops I got were Onyx Bolts 42 times, which I was really happy with. That's like a 400k drop for just the Onyx Bolts. And then the Ancient Shards, obviously, Ashes, and then I got 2 hard clues, since they are guaranteed. And from those clues, I got 1 pretty mediocre one and then 1 decent one. So from the first clue, I got the Law Runes, Saradomin page, and then also a Rune Plate Skirt. And then from the second clue, which was actually pretty good, I got like pretty much a full Rune training kit. I got Rune Plate Legs, Rune Plate Skirt, Battle Axe, Armadyl Plate Body, Rune Sword or Longsword, and then Black D'hide Chap. So it was almost like a 200k clue, which is pretty good. So here we have the final loot from the 2 kills. Now I did all of this in an hour. I got the 2 boss kills, I did the 2 clue scrolls in under an hour, and obviously it took a little bit longer if you take into account how long it took to get the totem pieces. But if we go ahead and sell all this loot on the Grand Exchange, I sold it for 939k. So pretty much like a mil per hour. No, it's not that. But from the boss, I got a decent drop, and then I also got some mediocre clue scrolls. So pretty decent profit. It was a fun boss. I think it's a great update. It can't be farmed, which I really like. You can only get in there if you really grind for those totem pieces. So definitely try the boss out for yourself, guys. It's good drops in general. I'll leave the wiki page below because new drops are still being discovered as I make this video, but it definitely has noted great drops, like noted, I know it has like noted rune drops, noted decent herd drops like Snapdragons and stuff like that. So yeah, anyways, I'll leave that link to the RS wiki below, and you can watch it get updated live while more people are killing the boss and getting good drops. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, let me know anything else cool you find out about the boss that I might not know of. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next time. Have a good one, and peace.